beautiful people. Look, I'll be honest. This thing right here, it's actually pretty disgusting at what it's going to do. This is the jelly grenade. All right, this thing is going to make so many copies of itself per one grenade throw that you actually do. It's going to cover a massive, and I mean a massive field, and it's going to do pretty good damage. We have a pretty decent amount of them, but the main one that I've been enjoying the most is the atomic one. Just what happens is this one's radiation. That is grenade damage and grenade damage radius, as well as our grenade cooldown duration. It's all getting buffed in this scenario, and we're going to happily take that. We're on a Rafa. It's a Ripper. We're slinging it, and luckily for you, at least if you enjoy or want to go about getting yourself a jelly, it is the Splash Zone dedicated drop source. You'll get a lot by farming this guy, who is one of the easiest bosses to farm. Grenade. Lots of booms. So here's what we're going to do. All right, we're going to spend some time, a little bit of time over here, and then obviously we're going to go, fight some other bosses with this bad boy equipped and let it go to work and do what it wants to do. And I wonder if you're wondering, Type B, this weapon right here is my first ever phosphine weapon. Yes, it's the lead balloon. It's my first phosphine weapons. I got just a little over 60 hours of playtime. This is the first one. Just figured I kind of want to, show it off just a little bit, man, because hey, that was some good spreads right there. I'll be honest, I was not expecting that, because I'm really happy to have one. Let me know down in the comments below if you have gotten yourself a phosphine weapon yet. They are very, and I mean very, rare to get. Dude, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, I've always been a fan of the radiation element ever since it was added. Now ideally I want to stay in this area. You know what, Kobe, yeah. I want to stay in this area at least a little bit. I want to get one to drop for the sake of the video, since we're doing a video on itself. Might as well. The runs are very, very fast to do. There's no reason to not to do this. Also, I don't know if you can get phosphine ordnance or like shield or like class item stuff, but if you could, hey man, that would be pretty cool. But at least to put that, I'll put it down on the bucket list. I'll put that one on the bucket list. Yeet. You see why I like this grenade lot, dude? The jelly is so good. It's such a goofy name, but it's just consistently, it's making, okay, one thing I should mention now before I forget, because I wouldn't forget, but just something to mention off rip, is we do have a very, very strong build for this go round of showcasing. The reason why is because we were on a grenade Rafa flag-esque, ordnance-esque, mainly just because at the moment we have a pretty fun little class item here, because every time we throw a grenade, we're throwing another one, so we're essentially doubling our damage. So, and with how this thing makes so many copies of itself, that's kind of why we're just, you get what I'm saying? There's a lot of booms to go around with this bad boy. Let's just get that clear. I also did have some people in our video yesterday that were wondering what grenade we were using, and I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and make a video on it. Oh, I did hear a legendary. Maybe that could have been a jelly, a good old jelly. Also, as far as I'm aware, I don't have an ordnance cooldown. My fault, OG. As far as I'm aware, dedicated drops have about, dedicated drop sources have about a 10% chance of dropping that actual legendary. So if you're able to farm something efficiently fast through another means, that's not that dedicated drop source, that's a good opportunity. That's why I mentioned the vomit, the rainbow vomit yesterday, because it's the wild card weekly weapon for the week. Really good weapon. And the dedicated drop source for it has 5 prerequisites you have to fill, so it's kind of annoying, high key. But we're here to talk about, oh my, this beautiful weapon, ordnance. Oh, I think he just dropped it. He did, an ancient jelly. Very interesting, but the raw damage we have from the atomic one is just so freaking good. I will pick it up because I don't have it, but that being said, we will now migrate over to some other parts of the game. Let us meander. Hello, enemies. I'm gonna just, yeah. Ideally, I don't shoot that much of my weapons, and I throw grenade. That's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna throw grenades. My peace breakers are gonna be goated with the sauce of bang. Okay, I'll be honest. The bang turrets, nah. It's on site with them. I don't care. I don't care. I will eliminate them as soon as I see them. I don't care. I don't like them. They are the ops. Hello, enemies. Goodbye, enemies. You see, you notice I threw the grenade there, and there's instances where it was over there. I just want to let you know this thing does have quite the amount of range. It just keeps going. You see? You see? You see? Uh-oh. 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 Now, you know, since we're here, we'll make some instances of this boss because Pointy Legs is the weekly boss of the week. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and pop a big encore. We're gonna have some fun here. Oh crap, I don't have my action skill up. I do have my grenade skill up. That was a badass. He just got nuked. Look at all the grenades. You see, there's just so much chaos going around. Grenade going out. Bye-bye. Later. See ya. And, grenade. I don't even have my action skill up either. Now, low-key, I do want the dedicated drop from this boss. That's why I'm kind of doing the big encore at the moment. Bye-bye. Later, dude. Draw me a legendary. When you do the big encore, this guy's supposed to have like I think it's a 40% chance for it to drop. It's so strong. It like against strong enemies. It's pretty good against bosses. I'm not saying it's the best grenade, but it's very good. It's very easy to get to. Farm splash zone. You guys saw it didn't take as much time at all to get one to drop in this video. And I'm just using one that I like, which is the atomic one for raw damage. But like I said, you know, you can get one with lifesteal, which is freaking awesome. It's something that we'll happily take. Also, yeah, this guy, grenade. Grenades. Yeah, this guy just got completely fried this go around. Granted, he still didn't drop his legendary. Cricket. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, unironically, is try and do some vial bounties because they have, you know, a dense amount of ads and they give good rewards. So we're gonna go ahead and make use of that. Let's do it. Sweet, we got 2 off-road. That's actually huge. We're gonna happily take that. Alright, we have found our crystallized helmet over here. Sometimes, I swear, you gotta just like reload the game session. Make sure. Oh, because like sometimes they won't even be there. Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he's done. He's done. All right, just like that. Kaboom skis, magic trick. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, you got nuked. Hey man, don't get. They got nuked. Hey, what's the good? I got nuked. Now, low key, I have been using this area to showcase some gear, just because there's a decent amount of mobs, but. Also, I kind of really want a level 50 wombo combo. And how are you gonna do that? Well, these guys are the dedicated drop source. The grunts. Little grunt, baby grunt, grunt. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead, encore it up. What's up in here? And we'll actually pop our action skill. Dude, the grenades are right, bro. The jelly? Dude, I like the jelly a lot. Like, I'm just letting you know, look, it goes all over the place. It is a little chaotic, but like, we're not downing ourselves with it too much as long as we're not doing it point blank, which, I mean, it happens if, you know, sometimes you barrel stuff yourself, but like, hey, it's a grenade. It's a big boom. Do you like big boom? Because let me tell you, I love big boom. All right, my little grunts. Think. Bink. Bink. I'm trying to get a little bit far away. I don't want to get caught in the crosshair here, dude. Because it will hurt. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. Do not want to get caught lacking, by the way, but my own grenade, it will do it to me. I tell you, bro, these guys are stingy, man. They're stingy. Sounds about right. I think I shot my shotgun like twice there. Can I snipe him? Absolutely. I sure can snipe him. Ooh. Hello, vile enemy. I have some grenades for you. I missed. I have some grenades for you. Later, big guy. I probably picked the worst boss to do this. Use this grenade on. Or not. Oh, no, actually. I would say it's actually pretty good against this boss, key. Later, bro. Alright, now once again, this is our jelly that we were using throughout the entire video. It's a nice little skull looking thing, honestly, kind of heat. The atomic jelly is what's going to give you this passive. Nuke grenade damage is increased by 31%, and the damage radius has increased by 62%. Also, some extra cooldown duration is greatly appreciated. You also get 4 charges of this bad boy, and it does have the Ripper, which allows for the grenades to teleport to their location. Destination, we will happily take that as well. Now, part of what we were juicing up with is this, all right? This is our Cackling Grenazerker Legendary Class Mod. Whenever we throw a grenade, we throw an additional one. Juice! Yeah, if you're on Rafa, get this grenade early on, dude. It's going to put in so much work. If grenade ordnance is up your alley, which it has been mine. This is our shield that we were running with, the fireworks. Nothing boosting the grenade damage there. Our rep kit gives us the enrage ability, which is pretty awesome as it increases all of our damage dealt by 30%, but we do receive 15% more damage for 10 seconds. Honestly, a worthy trade-off in my opinion. And as far as the skill tree, okay, we'll talk about the green tree first because it's just movement speed and then bonus corrosive damage for our action skill, aka not our ordnance. We have 2 into the thrill for some extra fire rate, but that doesn't affect the grenade. Now does it? Okay, here's where we're getting some juicy is through confetti. We also have 3 into it from our class item. Our ordnances deal bonus damage based off of our current gun's element. This is going to really help juice our grenade, very much so. We also have 5 out of 5 into asymmetric warfare, and then we have Aaron Spark as well to give it bonus incendiary damage, which is very, very nice, giving it just another element that we can do some extra damage with. It's going to allow it to really, really hit hard. Of course, keep in mind in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, element matching does matter a lot more than your typical first-time playthrough through the campaign. We also have this one, which is really starting to grow on me, where it's just increased damage from all sources. The full the shields are, the greater the bonus is. Really can help at the start of the fight or anytime our shield is just full, because it's going to allow that grenade to hit or anything to hit just that much harder, as long as your shield is full. Now that's it for the skill tree. In terms of the actual specializations, in case people are wondering, I actually haven't spec'd too far into anything to get like gadgeteer or anything too crazy down here, which we'll get there later on. Right now we have things like invested into sharpshooter, runner, and then daredevil for action skill cooldown. But even with no specs into the gadgeteer part of the specialization, this thing's absolutely frying. Granted, some of that is the fact that we are just raw doubling it through our Grenazerker class mod, but if you're going to showcase an item right, I would like to showcase it in its best setting if we can do so. And the jelly, we can do that. For me personally, I really like the atomic one, as that's going to give you this nuke passive, which increases the grenade damage, the damage radius, and it's going to give you some grenade cooldown duration. And all of them come with the Ripper passive, which allow for the grenades to teleport to their destination. Now, I do want to show just like some other prefixes that you could get that are pretty dang good. The ancient one is going to give you this hazardous passive where the grenade status effect chance is going to be increased by 17%, and then we catch them with a nice little misspell error here. The Grande status effect damage is increased by 165%, so it could be cool in some situations. We do have an atomic jelly right here with the cryo element. I do like the cryo one. This one is interesting. It's going to have the bullseye has the exacting passive. Grenade has a 25% chance to deal critical damage. That is pretty cool. Then the collateral one I think is useless. Damage radius, why would you ever use that whenever you have the atomic one, which gives you so much more and a higher buff than this one does, right? But bloodthirsty, grenade lifesteal built in, honestly could be a heater. But right now, I would have to say this is my favorite grenade. It's very, very strong, and it is one of the easiest ones you can go after and farm, as it is a splash zone dedicated drop. So thank you so much for watching the video. Y'all have a great day. Do consider checking out the Twitch. I'll see your beautiful faces in the next one. 07, everybody.